I'm Mr. Burke, and welcome back to my Introduction to Latin series. Today, we're going to be talking about some adjectives that have endings very similar to first and second declension, but just a little bit off. We're going to call these adjectives pronoun declension. In order to teach you pronoun declension, I'm going to teach you the word is ea id. Is ea id means this or that. Before we go any further, let's just talk about the stem of is ea id. Remember that we can find the stem by going to the feminine form and removing the a. So in this case, the stem is just the letter E. That's right, we're going to be adding our endings to just the letter E. Now, look at this chart for is ea id. Notice most of it, pretty much from the accusative singular downward, follows first and second declension perfectly. Where the neuter accusative singular, though. Remember, neuters will always match in nominative and accusative. So the neuter accusative singular, like the neuter nominative singular, is id. But the nominative singulars, the genitive singulars, and the dative singulars are just a little out of whack. Specifically, all the genitives end in ios, and all the datives end in e. The nominatives are weird in their own idiosyncratic way, but the genitive and dative are the defining features of pronoun declension. That ios in the genitive singular and that e in the dative singular. So this shouldn't be hard to learn. It's not learning a whole new chart. Just keep your first and second declension chart in mind, and then just make that small adjustment. Other than is ea id, a good way to remember other common words that will follow pronoun declension is the acronym unus nauta, and that stands for these words that I'm showing on the screen right now. A few of these we will be learning this lesson, and they'll be in the vocabulary for you to practice, but I'm including the full list for anyone who's wandered into this video from elsewhere. I want to take a moment to warn you, now that we've learned is ea id, it's going to be incredibly common to see is ea id used as a substantive adjective. So is, the masculine singular, means this man. Other books will teach you to translate is as he, saying that it acts as a third-person pronoun. That works, that's sort of true, but only in the sense that this man basically means he. Similarly, other books will say ea, this woman means she, and id, this thing means it. But again, I just need you to be on the lookout for them being used as substantive adjectives. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we just learned about a few irregular adjectives, specifically those that I call the pronoun declension, which have ios in the genitive singular and e in the dative singular, for all genders. Until next time, wale!